Let's add the sign feature and maybe make a Dutch door, halfway door over here. And then we can import it into a project and finish it up. So I'm going to go to that back view again. And we're going to use an element that's already here so we don't have to fiddle around recreating things. So I'm just going to do a copy and I'll move this up to be the sign. And we'll just resize it. So I'm going to stretch it out a little bit and I'll pull it tighter. And we know it's extruded kind of large, so let's so the extrusion starts at 0 and it goes to 1 foot 4 inches. So let's just make it go 4 inches deep. And let's look at it in a 3D view, and that looks pretty good. So we have a sign. Now let's make a Dutch door. And what a Dutch door is, it's a top door that opens separate of the bottom half, if you didn't know that. And we're going to use this, we'll just copy over that same element and fill in that bottom with a door element. So I'm just going to take this again and copy it. Or try to. Let's grab it again. It's a little hard to see here where we're working. And I'll just actually edit the shape. I want to come to the inside of that side of the door. And I'm close. It looks like I've got it. And I'll just complete that off. I could have just used the shape handles also. And this is at that 0 point again. And let's just make it 2 inches this time. And we'll take a look at what that looks like. So now we have a little filling door panel. Now let's put a little shelf above it. So just kind of the same thing as we have in this one here. So I'll grab it and copy it over. And then we'll select it. And pull the handle over just until I'm at the inside of that door frame. And we'll thin it down a little bit. Actually, I got to go up because it's a little higher. There we go. And let's see what that looks like. Okay, so you may want to do other things to this model, and that's fine. That'd be great. But I'm going to save it. It's the shipping container modified. And I don't know why it's asking me to save that. Did I do a save as? Let me cancel that again and save this. And we're going to open up a new project to host this now. So I'm going to go to New Project and open it. And we'll call it the container or something like that. So I'll do a save. And now I've got to at least sneak back to our Revit family, and we're going to load into the project. And there's no other projects open, so it's not even asking us if we want to overwrite or do anything with that. And so I'm going to go ahead and place that. And it's facing in the wrong direction for the kind of orientation we want, so I'm going to just turn it around right away. And let's go ahead and get a camera view of it. And let's just set it up for some rendering. And this can be any settings you want. I'd like to, my favorites are to turn the shadows off or turn the lines off. Let's give it some sky. Oops, not a gradient, sky. See what that looks like. That looks pretty good. Our light seems to be coming from the wrong side to really look interesting. So I'm going to change our lighting. And I'll put it in from, I think, the left. And I'll apply that. Probably not as interesting, but sure does highlight it. Oops, and I must have not saved that. So let me go back. It's kind of a quirky thing. Let's try top right. Nope. Top left. Now, so I might have hit canceled. Okay, so we want to try to add a decal now to this. We didn't do it inside of the family because there doesn't seem to be a tool to place a decal for the signage. So let's go through the process of doing that just to kind of familiarize ourselves. So we're going to go to Insert. We're going to look for decal, and we need to add a decal type. So I'm going to select a new one, and I'll call it Taco because I have a taco graphic I want to use. And we'll go ahead and search for that. And there's my taco sign. And click OK. And then we'll go to decal and place that decal. And then we'll just kind of move it into position. And it looks like we could do a little resizing of it. So what I'll do is I'll just rotate to the front so we can just kind of see what it looks like. And if I select it, I should be able to actually just modify its proportions this way. So it looks like it's 2 foot now. So let's just say it's got locked proportions. So it'll just increment up. So I'll go to 2'6". That looks pretty good. And I'll just grab it and move it into position. All right. And then actually I screwed up my 3D view. Let's go, I'll just do a 5-foot elevation look at it again. Membrane, there we go. And so next, we got a border around that. I don't like that, but I'm not sure how to get rid of that. Let's see, lock proportions. Looks like I could change the dimensions here too and there. I'm not exactly sure how I could eliminate that. So if you have that problem and figure out a solution, let me know. Okay, so next I'll do a clip and we'll add some entourage, kind of discuss some issues about placing objects inside of the shipping container.